Hi guys, Keto for Real Life People, and randomly throughout this whole week we're going to be making waffles. You know, I might get 2 in one day, you might get 3, you're definitely going to get 1. So it's lunchtime, my daughter's in, I usually make something for her. I have been in the kitchen this morning playing and having disaster after disaster, and I came up with something. Yay! I literally got my waffle bowls locked up tight this morning trying to make pasta, turned it into a waffle. So you guys are going to get waffles, and today it is chicken pot pie. I'm trying to look straight in here. You just watching me. It's so weird to have my daughter watching me. So guys, this recipe goes really quick. It is a savory waffle. You can make it into a traditional waffle in your mini dash, or you can use your big 4-banger, or you can do what I'm going to do today and make it into a bowl. So I figured I will make a savory waffle bowl. And then we're gonna make a chicken pot pie filling. I've got some pre-cooked chicken, rotisserie chicken. I got about 2 cups of that. I've got some green onion. I've got some green beans. I got a little bit of cauliflower. It's all pre-cooked. So you could easily use leftovers from another meal and make this into a creamy dish. So let's get ourselves going. I'm gonna grab a pot. That will work. And I think I'm gonna just use this little boy here today because we just need a little bit of sauce, guys. And we're going to start making our chicken pot pie mixture, get it out of the way, then we'll move on and make waffles because they go so quick. So I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to add a little bit of bacon fat right down here in the bottom of this. I'm going to be using a package of the chicken Lono Life broth. You're going to use that as your base. You're going to put a little heavy cream. I'm going to use just a little bit of the acacia gum, but you can use xanthan, you can use guar, you can use konjac root, any thickener that you want to use, you can use that. But we're going to do a little bit of chicken and cream and broth, and I'm not going to go heavy on the water either because I want it to be really rich and chickeny flavor, all right? As a little preview, y'all, I want to show you a couple of things that I did.
Oh my God.
Because this is hilarious. So I was thinking I was going to make pasta this morning, and in the meantime, oh, that can't heat up if it. I want you to hear this. This is a bowl. This bowl right here, you could fill it and throw it at the wall, and I don't think it would break. Just saying, it's very, very firm. Again, I was working on a pasta recipe, so it's dry. But when you put moisture with it, it's not so dry. And I thought, that's pretty awesome. So think about gravies, think about shepherd's pie, think about pot pie. Now, I took that same concept from my mess up and I created softer bowls. Now, I would recommend, if we're gonna use these today for lunch, they're delicious, they're savory, they have a nice garlic flavor to them. I'm gonna put them in bowls and then fill them so that you can just, I don't know, I'll see what we do. So you can just eat it without it falling apart. It might work on a plate. We're going to see. So this goes really, really quick. Oh, and these were the waffles that got locked in my pot this morning. Again, they are big, puffy waffles. They're cold, obviously, but I think they could hold up to some meat and gravy and cauliflower mash, and you could put this as a base. Think open-faced roast beef sandwich. What? Yeah, I just said that, right? So, here we go. We're going to do this all at once. We're going to put a little chicken in here. I'm going to give a little bit of chopped green onion because that's what I have on hand. You can use regular onion. It's forgiving. Of course, we want some salt. Even a bit because I've got some in my broth. We're going to get it going that direction. I do need a little spatula here. Pepper. And what I'm going to do, guys, is with my little broth packet, I'm going to just throw it all in the pot so the dish comes together. I'm going to sprinkle this Lono Life bone broth. Y'all know that's my go-to, right? And then I've got some heavy cream here. And I'm going to go with a ½ cup of that. Straight up ½ cup and get that down over the top. And I'm going to add just a ½ cup of the water because I want it to be rich. I want those flavors to come through. And again, this is a quick way to do it. I mean, if you've got rotisserie chicken and some frozen vegetables, You can do this. You could add a little bit of red peppers if you wanted to add that color, like from carrots, because we don't eat carrots. I don't have any peppers, so I'm using what I have on hand, and it's gonna be delish. Let's not forget black pepper. Now, when we do chicken pot pies in our house, we love our black peppers. You go as easy or as light as you like. I like a little heavier. So does Elizabeth, by the way. And there you go. Now, in the meantime, I do have some pre-cooked green beans. So I'm just going to give it a little cut. And I'm probably going to say, to this right here, these are the long ones. You can use the shorter ones. I'm going to just add a little bit here, like 2 little handfuls, maybe a serving and a half, because we're going to have other veg too, as well as some cauliflower. Guys, I always like to reach in my bag. Yeah, no, these are just cauliflower. I think with the shepherd's pie, I would use the cauliflower mash. That would be really delicious, or an open face style with cauliflower mash, sliced pot roast beef. But I have got some cauliflower, and it's hot, hot, hot still. So I'm gonna just give it a little bit of a rough chop so that it's like little bits of potatoes. I don't want it riced. You could use riced, I imagine. But just think little bits of potatoes in your pot pie, right? So we want a little bit of cauliflower.
Can you freeze the miracle dough?
I have not tried freezing it. I don't see why you couldn't. I know that with fathead pizza dough, you can freeze that, and it's worked out well. It's a cheese base, so I would say yes, but...
Nelda says you look adorable.
Oh, Nelda, I'm doing this whole thing that you said I should do here with this thing. I still don't feel like I'm wearing pajamas, but hey, I'm going with it. It's comfortable. So I'm going to turn this down just a titch. Now, I'm going to thicken this, all right? You can add some garlic to this if you like, and I think I shall. I think I shall add a little bit. Oh, I'll just grab my garlic salt, just for a little garlic. I normally would add my garlic powder, but hello. All right, so to thicken this, I'm going to start with a half a teaspoon of thickener. You use the thickener of choice. I like water gum, and I use xanthan gum for big thickening jobs because I don't care for the texture of it. But I just give this a stir and kind of tap it across so that it doesn't lump up. And there we go. Give it a minute to see how thick it's going to get. And we can just let it reduce down. If I need to, I can add a little bit more, and I'm going to. I'm going to go with the other half and tap it right through there. Of course, the steam wants to come through, and now we're talking. There we go. And now I'm going to make the waffle bowls. All right, off we go to the side here. So for the waffle bowls, y'all, let me get rid of this knife real quick. I can't see anything. I'm just going quickly. Because I have been
thickener.
The thickener is acacia gum, also known as Arabic gum. And I got this big old gigantic bag for like 11 bucks on Amazon. I ordered it, and so far so good. I want to try all different kinds of gums because, you know, just like anything, you use different gums or different sweeteners for different things, for baking, cooking, thickening, sauces. And I'm just going to go all the way down with that. All right, now let's move on to a savory waffle, all right? We're going to start with lupin flour, half a cup. I really made a super thick batter. What does this say? It says a third cup. Oh, thanks, daughter. All right, so I have somewhere here, I had my little quarter cup. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's a tablespoon. It's all good. I have a little thing that I like to use here because it fits in my jar. This one does. Oh, I heard the mail, I think. So we're going to do a half a cup of lupin. And I use this little quarter cup scooper. A quarter cup of ground flaxseed, guys. This really adds some beautiful flavor and texture to this waffle bowl. And, oh, there's that quarter cup measuring cup. It was in my egg white powder. This is egg protein powder, y'all, and I'm getting down to it, so I'm going to have to get some more. There we go, quarter cup of that for a total of 1 cup flour, all right? Now to it, we're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. Don't get stuff on my boob. Teaspoon of baking powder. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I am adding a 1/2 teaspoon again of the acacia flour or thickener. You can use, again, whichever you want. I like this because it helps thicken things up just a little bit. So I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of the acacia flour. Here you go, Dadas. Okay. And then I'm doing a tablespoon, y'all, of some everything bagel seasoning. Now, if you want to use garlic powder, rosemary, thyme, whichever you like, you can. But I like the flavor that comes through on this. You could even add a pinch of pepper, just to kick it up a notch and give your flours a stir. There we go. Now, on the liquid, I'm going to go with some almond milk, again with 3/4 of a cup of the almond milk. There. I'm almost done with that one, but I do have some more in the fridge. 1/4 cup of heavy cream for a total of 1 cup. 1 egg, y'all. 1 egg. In there, and I am going to get, let me see here.
We ended up in the same spot.
We do that all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
2 tablespoons of bacon fat. You can use avocado oil, but I want this to be a true savory recipe. So I'm going to beat my egg, my milk, and 2 cups of bacon fat. That gives really good flavor, and it's going to help make this very, very, very tender. All right. Trying to stay clear of all that. There we go.
I noticed she used almond milk more than coconut milk. Does it matter?
I like almond milk because I don't care for coconut flavored anything, but you prefer, if you want to use macadamia, almond, coconut, it's up to you. So this is what it looks like, you guys. It smells delicious, and you can see all the texture with the flax in there and the bagel seasoning. So now, and let it rest for a minute, okay? Because you want to let the baking powder activate. I'm going to get this out of my way right here. Yes, and I dripped a few drip drops, which I don't want to get on me, so there we go. Is that thickening down good, or do I need more thickener? It's not thickening, so we're going to add a little thickener. Let's kick it up a notch, guys. I don't know why I'm not thickening. Do you know how to make something really thick, rich, and creamy?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese, because I don't want to add more paste or gum. So if you find yourself in a pinch for time, which I'm crunching because I want her to be able to eat.
I know. I have to be back at work at 1 o'clock, and she was like, "I'm making this." I was like, "I want it." So I'm
I told her I could do it without her, but she's like, "Nope, I'm willing to wait."
I'm hungry.
So I'm going to use about 2 ounces of this cream cheese, y'all. 2 ounces. And I'm just going to, it'll melt and thicken things up. Not a big deal. Oh.
Do 2 ways. Are we good to go on this?
Yes, and that is a 1/2 cup into the waffle bowl maker. I didn't even spray mine earlier. I
sprayed it.
Okay. Yeah, it came right out.
1/2 cup in.
And down it goes.
That little waffle maker is scary, y'all, because it's hot. So it's like little and it's wobbly and.
Well, and I needed to set it on a non-skid, because that counter is glossy too. I got cream cheese under my nails.
Do we count calories too or no?
I never have counted calories. I have yet to count calories on any of this, y'all. All I do is try to remember, keep the foods keto, keep the foods high fat, make sure you get your protein, you know, and I think this would be a great dish. You're getting a waffle out of it is basically what it comes down to, but you know, now we're thickening up.
I'll tell you just, I've tried to count calories on keto before, and I'll explain to you since calories are not the same. So if you take calories from healthy whole fats and they're a little bit higher, and you take a donut and those calories are way higher, can you tell me that healthy fats in a donut are equal in calories? They're not. So if I try to count calories and say that I'm wanting to cut calories and only eat 1,600 calories a day, but I'm eating a high-fat diet, of whole foods, I hit that calorie count a lot faster than I would like, and it freaks me out. And so then I'm actually not getting the amount of food and the nutrition that I need on the high-fat diet. I hope that explained it a little bit better to you.
It's true. I think that's good.
I'm trying to explain it in the best way. If you take 100 calories,
a donut,
and 100 calories
of beans,
they're not the same.
Yeah.
So I personally don't count calories. I know that if I'm eating whole foods, and I know that I'm adding my extra fat and that it's a healthy fat on it, I know that I'm good, and I just don't stress out about it.
So there you guys go. Ooh, there you go. There's a waffle bowl.
Now, I don't know if y'all see that. There we go. I'll help her.
I know you can turn this one off now.
I'm going to go ahead and do another one.
Oh, I just turned this off, not that. But I've already got a couple of made. And like I said, these guys are soft. And oh my gosh, I did make them into the flat waffles, and I just put some butter on it. Talk about deliciousness. Oh my gosh, it was so good, you guys. So good. So if you just want to make some bowls and fill it with some savory goodness, you're more than welcome. If you want to do something like, you know, I just had a little leftover batter.
I did a half cup on that one, and it went way
So I
over.
had these waffles. Yeah. It does. The longer this sits, the more the baking
I'm having
powder
an explosion on this, y'all. Sorry, Mom.
So anyways, these are delicious. You can put burgers on here. You can make sandwiches. Elizabeth said she wanted ham and cheese.
They would taste like, okay, you remember those old sandwich machines that you would take your bread, put the butter on it, and it would squish it down?
It's steaming out the side.
That's what I want, is the ham and cheese.
So let's put that there, and I'm going to get...
I didn't know if you want to do it on the floor in that first.
I'm going to get a scooper. I'm going to get a ladle. No, it's still going. So we're just going to take this wonderful creamy chickeny, there we go, and just ladle it in. I would have made it just a titch more saucy. I should have added that sooner. But I'm going to just pour it over the top. Just
I figured it would hold up on the plate so they can see it.
Well, I can do that too.
Well, I was just helping you do it.
Let's see how it sets once it gets filled.
Boom, there you go.
Yes, and you could top this with a little cheese and pop it under the broiler.
Y'all see?
Now, it comes with the taste test, because I would like it, that's really meat heavy. I would like mine a little saucier, a little creamier, but it looks like a little hat. Like you could wear it, just like Pinocchio on your head. I just think, that's what I think every time I see this, so I'll make this other one up. Because I think that one's got too much meat in it. Personally,
There was a half a cup in that little waffle maker. It was just the baking powder made it up.
so here we go, guys. Right. We're going to come into the bite shot. I'm thinking.
Oh, we always do that. We always do this. I jumped in on your live. Sorry.
It's what happens. It's good. Somebody said we were Lucy and Ethel.
Something. Sorry. I am like a heavy pepper.
She is a heavy pepper.
All right.
Be a pepper. It's going to be super hot, y'all. Okay?
She's warning me because I always burn myself.
Yeah, it's going to be
All right.
hot, but I want to get some of the bowl here. I want to.
I did it.
Got bowl and waffle and chicken. I think the bowl is just amazing there. I think I could work on my filling a little bit. Just because I want it thicker.
I'm pretty happy with this.
Mm.
I'm gonna go.
Oh my God.
That's really good.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Ooh, we need to make a quiche bowl too. I just thought of that.
Y'all, that's so much better savory than it is.
Oh. Give this a second, just because the filling is
It's so
hot.
good.
It's hot, y'all. It's like, oh.
But it holds up because look, it's just like getting a piece of a pot pie.
Oh, yeah. I would like it to be a little crisper, just like a pot pie. Maybe I'll work on something like that this week, too.
Take some of your miracle dough over the top of it.
Yeah, we might do a miracle dough because that's crunchy. Got that pie crusty. But as just a savory bowl goes, or as a savory sandwich or savory bread, this recipe right here,
That is delicious.
she's over there going, that is delicious. And today we have got a break in the weather. It's not supposed to last. It's supposed to warm up again this afternoon. But we were 106, 110 heat index yesterday. It's been going on for days and days and weeks, and it's been god awful. And this morning, a cool front blew in, and it dropped to 73 degrees and started raining. So when the cool weather hit, I was like, chicken pot pie. Yes, this is just a beautiful, cool weather. Very fall dish.
Hey, somebody said do a garlic bread bowl with spaghetti squash and spaghetti sauce.
On the list for the week. We got the pizza. We got the Italian coming this week with the waffles, guys. Fear not. We've got carnivore. We've got sweets, more sweets coming. Just be on the lookout, okay? Do me a favor, everybody. Share this. Share everywhere. I'll be getting to the recipe and getting that link posted, and it'll be on the lives and under the drop downs and YouTubes. If you're new to YouTube, welcome. Hit the subscribe, hit the notifications. Thank you all on Facebook. Thank you to my patrons and my Facebook supporters. You guys have a marvelous afternoon. I'll catch you in a little bit. Remember, fast first,
Moderate protein.
low carb.
Get you some.
Get you some.